poor trapped souls, dragged to a foreign land, surrounded by the mists. What do you seek here? Knowledge, honor, revenge. You clutch onto steel and faith, but you are far from the sight of your God. Know this. He is the ancient. He is the land. And you are trespassing.
Drink.
After looking at the most ridiculous prices in this shop, you guys all walk off and out of this store.
I'm laughing.
As he awkwardly cowers behind the.
I just yell out loud, "This town sucks," and I just walk out.
As you guys all walk into the market again.
As he's cowering, or kind of leaving the door, and he says, "This town sucks," right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of holding the door. I'm like. I kind of just get this look of and I walk back in. I'm like, "Good sir, good sir." And as I'm saying that and waving my hands about, I go up and I touch him, and I cast Friends, the cantrip. You know, for 1 hour, he's way more able to listen to what I'm saying.
He stiffens up.
Yes, my friend.
You can speak. You can he was trembling when you touched your hand on him.
Yes, don't worry about the gods. We're not friends of theirs. We're actually the opposite of their friends. We're hoping to make them leave you alone. Maybe even stop bothering your business altogether.
You can see his eyes open up in his sleep, and he just. Do you guys all turn around as you guys all are standing outside?
with these shitty grin. No. You see,
to
do
back
this
inside,
though.
and Percy is talking to this
do
man.
this though, we're gonna have to need some provisions first. You see, and there's no way we can afford these prices. We just arrived in town. You see, so if you were to just provide us maybe a loan of items, we could promise a future in which no gods bother your business again.
How could you promise this to me?
Oh, I would lean closer to him. You see, we're not actually traveling entertainers. We're actually adventurers, here to bring justice and to vanquish evil within your town. Maybe even take control of it. Yes. So, just give us the goods.
He slowly starts shaking his head. Yes.
Give us the goods, and we'll make things better for you.
As you're looking into this old man, he has a long, wispy, kind of gross mustache. He's skinny and looks malnourished, and you're looking into his eyes as you're explaining all this, and you can see that he's not really all there. There's something definitely weird about him. Same as the bartender from the village of Barovia.
I look further into his eyes.
And they're just white.
And using the bardic
there's zero color
mind
to them.
magic that I focused on back in Kallenport. I just kind of look past and I kind of tap into his mind, and I'm just kind of "Are you there, old man?"
When you do this,
Yeah.
and you break through this man's being,
Yeah.
he's a soulless husk.
Just a thing being animated.
Yeah.
Great.
And you sort of recede from it, and
as I
he
do,
sort of just...
But as I recede, I kind of was I up in his brain, so I know what's up and
it
shit.
was just blank.
As it's blank, I kind of just override it with the cloud of my mind, and I don't know. I guess roll to see if I can fucking take control of this husk.
You reach in to
I realize
pure
that
darkness.
as soon as I realize it's empty, I'm like, oh, interesting. Something to fill in the gaps, I think.
Roll a charisma. 14.
This table is fucked, I will say. How far did mine go under?
It's right there. Plus 11, my boy. Hold on. 7. So, it was
23?
11, 18.
Oh wait, 28.
Yeah.
Right? No, plus 11.
Yeah.
18. Alright. As you put good thoughts into this man's brain. How do you take control over it?
So it's like an empty husk and there's just like darkness swirling around.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like, instead of the darkness, I start just filling in gaps of just like memories of us being old friends and just like putting in like fake memories to where like I'm like his old long lost nephew and stuff. And he's just like super excited to see me again and just give me anything I want because he's just like, what are riches when there's family? And that's what because like it's an empty husk, so I just start filling in fake memories.
You can see his eyes glow with color and warmth and happiness as the smile gets bigger and
like
bigger and
my
bigger.
hand's still on his
And
shoulder.
he just embraces you.
I'm like, oh yes, Uncle!
And he just embraces
Good to
you.
see you!
Where have you been?
Traveling! Yes, found entertaining friends.
You could
Here
see.
to bring joy.
Well, ever since your aunt died, you know
Yes.
that Valaki's changed.
So upsetting.
It is. I'm sorry.
It's terrible to hear that, Percy.
You've given me life again. I missed you so much.
I know, Uncle.
He hands you this paper,
Yes.
and he says, "Just tell me what you take."
Everything, yes. What do you have?
He just like walks away,
Oh yes, go rest, Uncle.
and
You seem weary.
you can see that he actually sits down and he like starts.
We are gonna
Sitting down like
ransack
this.
fucking place.
Don't worry about him.
I'm
You
telling
guys-
you right now.
You guys turn around,
Fuck
and there's
yeah.
just this general store.
I'm fucking
Oh,
like, whoa, whoa,
We
whoa, whoa.
own this now.
I turned to everyone. I'm like, whoa, my friends.
You
okay?
guys, there's just this energy
I
in the
know.
air. You guys are just
I
like,
know.
oh my god.
I do this. I'm like, wait, my friends.
Guile immediately locks
Guile?
the door.
Yes.
And he turns around and he's just like,
Secondly, thirdly, we have to keep up appearances.
Aye.
This is the only general store in town.
Yes.
We cannot steal everything.
No.
ah,
I know.
steal! No,
Uncle!
what did you say about steal?
Uncle, I said we can't let anyone steal your goods. Now calm down.
You better protect this store,
Of
Percy.
course.
Oh, you guys see
Don't
his
worry.
gross old
And
toes.
I just turned
relax
I
on
turned to
his
them. I'm like,
recliner.
my friends. There's no need to go to an inn anymore. There's no need for any of that. We have a place to sleep. We have anything we need, okay? But now we must just act as his shopkeepers. And if anyone comes around asking, we work here now, okay?
Yeah.
Do not worry about it. He sleeps.
I immediately go and I grab 5 greater healing potions and I just put that in my
I don't know
pouch.
what's all there.
Okay, here.
Was
This
saying,
is how we're
yeah,
gonna do this.
Okay.
Because I'm like, good sirs, we
What
can't
do you
take
guys-
everything.
Let me show you.
You have to keep up illusions of like,
I know,
this
but
is
it's
still a store.
Inventory. We have to get
I
storage.
do want like
deliveries, that
all
in.
blackish blue robes. Like I want to get out of the clothes that I'm in. I want
But
blackish
that's
blue
the clothes
robes.
they saw us roll in and
Yeah, but I can still buy clothes and change
You,
clothes.
But we're
granted,
a traveling band, but what is your plan with that?
you get the clothes.
I go and grab armor.
Is there a bag of holding?
You guys have one.
I already have one.
I know,
Oh,
but-
there? No, there's
Yeah.
just like regular bags.
Bag holdings are hard to come across.
Okay.
You can steal a bag.
There's
still hold
bags.
Things.
There's all
Yeah.
kinds of bags.
It doesn't have to be a magical
Well,
bag to hold things.
No, I know, but like a magical bag of holding.
Write
would
down
be
your Valaki outfit, because you got like a Valaki outfit.
awesome. Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yes, my friends.
Anything else,
Don't
guys?
go crazy.
Anything else, guys?
Now, does anyone else need anything?
He needs armor.
Yes. My
Okay.
young lad here.
There's light, medium, and heavy armor.
Like,
You take light armor. Okay,
no,
that doesn't.
medium.
Medium.
I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think a light armor increases your AC anymore. So
What's his dex anyway?
His dex
plus
would-
5, I think we just maxed it.
Yeah.
So if it's plus 5, give him just studded leather, and then you just add that plus 12.
Yeah, I think
Gives an
that'd
AC of
probably be the
17.
best. Okay, so
Studded leather.
Strong or Jake, will you write studded leather on this man's outfit?
Gives him an AC of
Trevor,
17.
you walk up and you see an immense amount of armor. And you walk up to
What
the
do we do?
light armor section and you find some studded leather armor. What does it look like?
You have better handwriting than me.
Like this,
So it's a AC is 12 plus dex.
Yes,
black.
17.
It's like this black
Studded leather.
with like, this silver werewolf howling at the moon.
Sweet. Alright, Dragar, do you require anything?
Ooh, let's see. What is the?
Weapon situation?
Yeah, let's have a little peek.
There's all simple weapons, and we're
I
gonna
know.
roll to see if there's anything rare.
Okay.
Dope.
So roll. I'll roll to see if there's anything.
Can I also?
So, what?
Sorry.
Let's do
I want
Dragar.
Okay,
roll.
one at a time.
Dragar, so you walk up to the weapons, and what do you look at?
Kind of
Maybe
just
almost
looking.
everyone gets like one sweet request, maybe.
Uh,
Depending on the role.
seeing if there's any type of very axe or sword that's just really looking at me. Something that's just
Standing out.
yeah, that's just.
All right, go ahead and roll percentage dice for me, please.
So that would be
2d10s.
2d10s. Okay, so
Yeah, that one you first almost touched. This one,
this
and then this one right next to it. It's best to grab one with double zeros and one without, because then it's really easy to figure out what you roll.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because then the double zeros is basically
These are
like your 20 or your 30, you know, and then the other one's like the ending number of it. So that'd be a 29. You know what I'm saying?
29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
As far as the rest of that shit.
Okay, Dragar. So you actually walk up, and there's this glowing red axe sitting there, and it definitely gathers your attention immediately.
I grab it.
All the other axes and everything else like that look sort of boring.
Fade to the black.
And this one is hanging up over like a flare, like a campfire, that is not roaring and it's cold, and it's like mounted, and you can see it says Life Drinker.
And I just smile. This is mine now. I grab the weapon right then and there.
Perfect. So you get a +1 axe, battle axe of bleeding. So it deals an additional 1d4 damage to the bonus of the
And
regular
so
axe.
instead of +6, it would be +7 damage.
So
So with D12 plus D4, D10 plus D4.
So it's 1d10 / 1d8 plus 1d4.
Got it.
Yes, you believe.
I walk up to the weapons.
And it does like bleeding damage. Okay, you walk up to the weapon. Who has everybody
Okay.
gone?
I haven't, but I'm still thinking.
Yeah, there's still like one thing I'd like to ask.
Okay,
Oh,
Trevor,
yeah.
you walk up to the weapons.
Roll your 2d10s, homie.
Looking for a rare one?
Yep. 60, and I don't know my other.
God damn this shit.
You guys.
Well,
James, there's nowhere else to roll.
I'm gonna just roll right.
I got it. I got it.
Date.
Y'all don't worry about a thing. 40, 64? Or 40?
Oh, 64.
60 and
That's
4.
sweet.
64.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
And what weapon are you looking for, Trevor?
Silver blade.
What kind? Like a sword, a dagger, a whip?
Short sword.
Bladed whip.
Alright, Trevor, you find a silvered long sword. Deals
Oh,
double
Animorphs.
damage
I remember those
to
books.
lycanthropes.
Yeah.
He's like
Guile.
flexing on that shit.
And Guile, you can see Guile kind of looking away from that. He's like, dude, don't you be using that on me.
I would never hurt a friend.
All right.
And I
So-
look at you like,
What?
Alright, Colin, what do you want?
Go
All
ahead.
right. Sorry, man.
No, you're good.
I was going to see, in this general store, I know it's kind of asking a lot, but is there like thieves' tools, like another set of thieves' tools I can use? So instead of using the thieves' tools once, I can use it a second time, so I have 2 sets in case like I try to pick a lock and that doesn't work, and I try have another set that's like more of like a master set.
Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 15,
Natural one.
So you find this.
like a master lock picking set is what I'm saying.
You find this like key, and it's like a skull key.
Okay.
And you pick it up, and it gives you a second chance on lockpicking
Fuck
using your
yeah.
thieves' tools. Other than that, everything else looks pretty boring, and that's really the only thing that catches your eyes in that category.
So, I'm thinking like on the fly here.
I know, that's kind of the point.
I know.
And you know that your thing only lasts about an hour. And we'll say it takes you guys about 10 minutes to
Yeah.
choose an item.
A
So
cloak.
10, 20, 30 minutes already gone by, 40 minutes now.
Cloak that
Cloak of
absorbs the mists and shrouds me in them, or makes me a part of them. Perhaps.
Cool. So I can survive in the
I
mist,
literally just shitballed that.
and if he can be able to get in the mist.
What is that?
15.
yeah, 15.
No. It's natural
Plus your
one.
charisma.
Oh,
You're not for one more freaking time.
plus 5.
I'm gonna hurt you.
I can't literally
Roll an
believe
18.
I predicted your thing.
You find this cloak that catches your eye. and it has clouds on it. It looks dusty at first, but you realize that's part of the design. You have a
Cloak of the Mists.
cloak of the mists. And that is unfortunately all the time you guys have left. As you feel your link break, but he sort of wakes up.
Right.
And do you guys walk out the store? Or
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, we can leave.
You guys just leave.
Yep.
He just sits up in bed as you guys walk out of the
Rest
store.
well, Uncle.
Hear like a bit of a moan come from him. Okay. Now, as you guys walk outside, you guys hear this. Something catches you guys' ear on the other side of in this alley, and you guys see like the shadow of just like something
I
like this.
investigate. I immediately
Me and him
investigate.
go investigate.
All right, you guys walk up. Do you guys all follow him? You guys walk up to this alley, and you guys peek in. You guys can see that there's just this priest just being held on the ground by two guards.
I
And
dash.
one's just beating the shit out of him,
I
like
take my
punching,
shield.
like boom.
I take
boom.
my shield and I freaking bush both of them away.
All right, there's a guard standing there. As he sees you push your shield up, he puts your hand and and is just holding your not today, so.
And I
Why are you beating up this priest?
Move along.
no.
Move along. Another one walks up to you. Now there's two in front of you guys. Move along, and he pushes Trevor. He's trying to push you.
No. I use my bonus action and I the one beating the priest. I use to. Sorry, I use my shield master. So, shove him 5 feet away.
Are you guys fighting these fools?
I'm getting him away from the priest.
One second.
You guys see Dragar and the guard kind of like you can feel the tension. They're like about to throw down.
I turn around and I kind of like mask a face into the shopkeep,
Okay.
and I turn the corner. I'm like, "Hey, none of that near my shop. If you guards want any goods, you take that business elsewhere."
Quiet. Get him to shut up.
Hey, there's someone stealing the store!
Dragar, this dude like literally
Someone robbing
punches
the shop?
you in
There's
the
someone
stomach.
stealing the
Dragar.
shop!
Yeah.
Run, hurry! Someone's stealing!
Someone's robbing the shop.
Roll persuasion.
That was pretty.
Natural 1!
And I'm like,
He
no.
He looks at you. Arrest him. And then
No,
there's two.
my young boy, he
He's-
just doesn't know what he's
Keep him quiet.
doing.
One grabs you and slams you against the
And
wall.
start murdering them, my friends.
I killed him. I cut his head off. Took my axe and I cut.
Dragar, you guys are locked in. You guys just see Percy get slammed into the wall.
And I rage.
As
I rage. I'm done with this shit.
You
wanna
want to
make this up?
Dragar,
As he
pause.
slams me
Everyone
into the wall,
pause. Let me get the
I
music
want to
on.
cast Arms of Adar that just pop out of his body and break his neck.
I'm gonna use my
So
devil
as he's like
arm.
hold him against the wall, you'll just see like these two shadow arms pop out of him and just.
I'm gonna use my devil arm to the guy that's punching
Alright, 1
the
second,
priest,
guys.
and I'm gonna grab his head and just lift him up. I'm gonna extend my devil's arm 30 feet,
So I'm like,
grab the guy that's
yeah, dude.
over the priest, grab him by the head, lift him up, and then just across.
Like, well, my friends, I think it's time to change the situation.
You're just like nose is bleeding as you're
Yeah.
being pushed up
I'm
against
done
the
with this shit.
Dragar,
Arms just pop out of.
Callan just like picks up his huge hand and slams one guard into the wall. Dragar, what do you do as your arms locked with this dude?
I launch him to the ground and bring my shield on his freaking neck.
You like pin him down onto the ground, Trevor. What do you do?
Pull out my sword, and this one that's trying to grab me, stab him right through the heart.
Oh, you just stab him? He tries to dodge. Go ahead and roll a d20 against me. Ugh.
What'd you get? Oh god.
1.
Natural 1 again. You stab. He dodges out of the way, grabs your sword, and slashes at you. Now he has your sword and he's attacking you.
Okay.
He's swinging at you.
The one
And
that's holding me. Can I do what I wanted
yep.
to do?
Go ahead and roll again. He swings at you, Trevor. He stole your sword.
So this
Okay,
armor.
And he swung.
Roll.
Dodge. You have to dodge. That's what you're rolling.
5.
Dude, he cracks the sword right onto you. Oh, Trevor drops to the ground. You're gonna go ahead and
Kyle,
take.
help me!
You take 12 damage. Dragar, Percy.
Yeah. As I'm getting like held against it, I'll just be
You're
like,
just
oh
being
my
pushed up."
dear fool, and just have like the shadows pop out and like out of his shoulders on both sides and just grab his head and
No,
just.
is that the one that's attacking me?
As like
No, the one that's holding me against the
as
wall
just
right
a
now.
spray of red blood goes up against the wall.
And I kind of just push him
And
off
Percy,
the
you
side.
turn around. You see Dragar fighting with this one dude. You see Trevor fighting
Just
as well.
take him down.
Callan, you just
Trevor got taken
smash
down.
this
Yeah.
dude's skull into the wall. You guys all turn around, and there's just this priest still punching.
No,
This guy's
that was the guy that I picked up.
the god.
Yeah.
The one that was punching the pigs.
Kyle!
I grabbed him,
Oh.
I extended my arm 30 feet, grabbed him by the head, and then smashed him against
Can't
the wall.
Yeah, and his
Stay out
his
of
brain is
combat.
just exploded.
Yeah.
So the one that's beating up him, I'll just shoot like 2 Eldritch blasts at the same time from both hands at both sides of his head. They'll just like confident into the like.
Trevor, and his head just and pops like a pancake.
I don't grab my sword. I'm like, oh, you guys are.
There's none left.
No, yeah, I already
There's
killed
none left.
the one that was left.
We
I just
killed all
Wait,
of
wait,
them
wait,
in
there's one
2
left, James.
seconds.
Wait.
Trigger's like, I got one in my grasp.
wait. I don't kill him, and then
He's resisting you,
and then I look at him, and then
and Dragar just ends him.
with my shield I put it back on my back. We told them to stop.
Sheath my sword.
I look around. Wait,
this
I
priest,
immediately
he's
look.
old as hell.
Yeah,
I look
we're looking
around for
in the
witnesses.
alley, 'cause we're in the
You guys are
alley.
like in the alley right
In the
now.
I
alley.
look around
Is
for
there
the
anyone
sky.
You guys look around and no one seems to notice. And
I-
there's
I-
you
And
people
as
just
we do,
walking
as we
by.
look around, I cast like Misty Illusion on the end of the alley to just look like an empty alley while we deal with the bodies.
Nice. Okay.
I take
I
them and I
grabbed the
start just
priest.
like
Torch 'em.
I start like
I
just
grabbed the
shoving them into
priest.
my bag of holding.
What?
It's
All the
bodies?
dead
Box,
dudes?
it's infinite space, dude.
Yes.
I just shove the bodies in
You
there.
guys just all see Percy like their legs
Don't
are just
worry,
slipping
guys, I got it.
into nothingness.
And I'm like, you just didn't burn them.
I gotta feed my pup.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, he's still in there.
As you guys turn around, this priest he like rolls over to the side. Oh shit! And
Are you-
just spits blood, dude. His eyes just purple as hell. He
Ooh.
has like no hair, and he's just
We're
broken
gonna
as
rest
hell.
later tonight, man.
How many guards
No,
was it?
I'm getting the
4?
potion.
There was 4 or 5, yeah.
So as
priest?
Yeah.
But we don't know
I
how
also
bad he
stripped
is,
them
though.
of their
Yeah,
clothes.
let's not get
Yeah,
out.
I'm not gonna give him a healing potion.
You took one. I'll give you one outfit.
One? I got 4 corpses, dog.
All right, I'll give you all. All right, you gain all
I
the
was like, I got
outfits.
4 corpses.
Do you want to sit there? And you didn't. Okay. Do you want to
No,
take
no,
them
no,
out
no,
before?
no. Like I just shoved all the bodies in the bag, right?
So we'll just say that they're there.
Sealed up the bag. Yeah, like they're still wearing them.
Yeah.
But whenever we get to wherever we're going, I got
Those
like 4
outfits.
guard uniforms.
Let's say 5. I'll give you 5.
All right.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, Kyle.
Oh, so now we're in guard?
No, no,
No,
no. I'm
he
just
just
saying. I
has
got
the
4 fucking bodies in here for 5. And I fucking all are wearing guard uniforms. We haven't even searched them, but I'm like, I just like seal up the bag. I'm
So
like,
he like,
And this priest
he
like
got me right in
is
the
just
neck,
laying on the
too.
ground and just coughing up blood.
Yeah, the only time you want to use healing potions is when you're on the verge of death, dude. It's the
so I
only
want to
time you
help
wanna use
him.
I helped him, but the priest stopped.
You like pick up this frail old man.
Don't you know some medicine, youngling? I think you know he knows any medicine.
I go up and see, like, medicine check him, see how bad he's hurt.
Are you proficient in medicine?
I think it's only. Yeah, honestly, I think he is. I'm not remembering. Someone has to be. Am I wrong?
Nah, he's perfect. He's got a +2.
Is he proficient in
That's
it?
not proficiently.
I need to
He's
look
only
up
got 2
spells
circles in.
and
I'm just
find a
curious.
spell
Walk
for
in.
healing.
Walk up, roll
He's only got 2 circles.
roll
now.
medicine.
2.
2.
I rolled a 3, so.
But I also have +2.
Boom.
4.
Oh, dude, you barely squeak by.
He slaps some like dirt in the dude's neck. He's like, "Here you go, buddy."
You pick up. You guys, Dragar with Trevor, helping him out. You guys pick up this old man.
Yes.
Oh, thank God you guys came. He's just breathing, just trying to catch his. There's this like 75, 80-year-old man. He's in like monk's robes, and like I said, his eyes just bruised to hell. And you guys are just in like this dark alley, and you guys like prop him up against the wall,
James, I
and he
still
like kind
haven't-
of gathers his feet.
James, I still haven't used those morning the rules that I did this.
No, you haven't.
Nope. All right, so. Can you take me back to the church, please?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know where that is, buddy. We're new here.
I'll lead you the way. You guys want to go to the church?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Why were they trying to kill you?
I was preaching.
Oh, like in public?
He wipes his mouth, just blood. Yeah, they don't like it when I do that.
Yeah, probably not too smart. But yeah, since I got rid of the evidence, yeah, we can go to your church.
Thanks for handling that.
Shoving the bodies in his.
Like, don't worry, guys.
Well, he was still kind of unconscious, so he really didn't see
Oh,
that.
I
no,
know,
I'm
but it's
doing the bodies.
hilarious. I just think it's hilarious. That's
Live things, not so much, but corpses, I get rid of those real good.
Yeah, you do.
all. Just
You twisted little bard.
I mean, every time there's a body to get rid of, who gets rid of it?
generally, you.
Because dead things don't scare me.
Hey,
Live things, holy fuck, those scare me.
We're gonna call you the cleaner,
There you go.
like the wolf.
Oh, you're talking to the priest. I gotta pee.
What?
He's trying to talk to a priest. I'm
Oh,
trying
the
to.
priest, one that's all fucked up.
He's leading you guys. You guys are what? You guys are leading him on the.
What?
You guys are leading him on the street,
I
main
was
street.
curious if he had any like medicine to help him.
What's wrong with your neck, child? And you guys are like leading him.
I just grab a handful of dirt and I just splash a little right on it. It's clean dirt though. It's like
Yeah, and the priest just laughs.
that's what I did when I was young. When I was young and I was getting attacked by bears, it always worked for me.
Okay, you guys pass a coffin shop. Catches your eye. This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the windows' shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. You guys have this super dark energy you can just feel emanating off of this building as you walk past it.
I was like, this place smells like hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a note of it so that way when we drop off the priest, I'm gonna come back and check it out.
Yeah.
We passed a coffin shop,
Oh.
and it's pretty much like there's
Yeah.
death inside.
Oh. Well, you know, I don't want to go in. Well, yeah, mixed feelings, but
Yeah, you're not
keep going.
I'm not scared of death.
Dead things are my thing.
I know.
As I walk by, wait, coffin shop?
No coffin.
Oh, it's just one coffin?
No. Like there's a sign.
Yeah.
It's for like coffins. Like they built coffins.
Oh, I do walk inside.
But we're leading the priest back to the
Yeah, they
the
walk.
church.
They all walk
Oh.
away.
I really say we should
Do you
get
want
out of
to?
here.
I said we would come back.
Stop.
We should go.
Percy, you walk up
Just
to.
stop real quick.
Let me read this again,
Real quick.
because you're not here.
Just so you know what's up. Like I had plans to come back later. I got lots of plans.
Okay. As you guys walk past this house, it catches all of your guys' eyes. This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. You guys get this dark death feeling of just this demonic energy, darkness emanating from this
So they all
building.
keep walking. As they keep walking, I'm like, you know, I can use some coffins for these later. And everyone just keep walking. I'll catch up. And I
I go
just
with
step
Percy.
inside. You don't even. You don't.
You walk up to the.
It's like you don't.
It's locked.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe later.
You peek in, and like I said, all of the windows are just pitch black. It's like almost, you know that it's magic darkness. And it just reeks of death. But the
Well,
door is locked.
Door's locked. What can you do? And I just keep leaving.
And then,
I jingle it a few times.
then you have a bubble in your mind thinking, what would
Nothing happens.
Locked.
And knock on it.
The same way. That's why we should.
You knock on it?
Yeah.
Silence.
Walk away.
I feel like somebody's watching you. And we kind of turn, Percy turns around and he's like, to the rest of you, and we get a view from the top window. And there's this dark green arm that puts the shutter back.
Did anyone see it?
Nobody saw that.
Well, can we roll for it if one of us
Nope.
sees it? Damn it.
Part of the story, bro.
And you guys are now back together.
Okay.
You guys are still basically in the town square. You guys are appointed to. You guys walk through all the way to the other end of the city. You guys are now at N1, which is the Church of Saint Andral. This church is old and decayed, and you can almost tell that people don't even come here anymore, because when you guys walk in, there's typically like bowls and books everywhere for like offerings in a church and stuff. Well, you guys walk past a huge pile of offering bowls, and they're just like moth eaten. There's dust everywhere. As you guys walk into the up to this church, This slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple out in the back and walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting a saint. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps among the graves. And as you guys walk in, Father Lucian says, "Oh, thank you." And you guys kind of lead him to the front, and he sits down, and you guys have just this aura in this church, and it's just like this beautiful, like, melody that is just this ambience of the really only good energy that you guys have felt in Barovia. Compared to the other church in the village of Barovia, this church you can feel that there's actual good energy here, and there's actually flowers growing, the same blue flowers that you saw walking through the market, all wilted and destroyed and deathly, are the same blue. It's like a tulip, looks like a bell, and they're magnificent, and they're everywhere in here.
Can I caress one?
We flash over to Percy, just like doing this like ridiculous caressing this
Percy
flower.
smoking ash as I do to it.
Yep. And it just sizzles.
Yeah.
Gone.
I'm like, oops. This is like beauty, but it is not like me.
There's this crazy omnipotent sound emanating from this church. And you guys feel really good in here, and it's so silent. You guys can hear your feet stepping on old wood from this church. All the pews are not maintained, and it's got a little bit of a brisk, cold air that you can tell hasn't really been released in probably hundreds of years. The stone is cold to the touch, and you guys are standing at the front of the church, overlooking everything, and there's light coming in through the stained glass windows that have like dust particles falling over on top of all of the pews in various colors. There's a huge portrait of a man overlooking the church. You guys sort of look at this huge portrait, very lifelike. It's a very young man in like cleric armor, and his hair's swooped back, and he looks just like Strahd. And you guys look down, and it says Sergei von Zarovich, cleric of Valaki. And then it has his birthday and his death day. And there's flowers everywhere on the wall around this portrait.
Okay.
Trefor, as you're looking at this portrait, it starts moving. And you guys none of you guys see this, just Trefor. Sergei von Zarovich steps off of his horse. It like zooms out, and he's on this huge white horse, fully armored. And you're staring at this portrait. And Sergei hops off his horse, and as soon as his boots touch the ground, a big old bolt of lightning, and what flashes on top of the horse is this giant horseman skeleton. He has this huge scythe, and it's just a flash, and then it's gone, and then it's back to Sergei, and he's in a forest. And the background of the forest is green and autumn, and there's leaves blowing in the wind as he hops down. And he walks up to you, Trefor, and he says, "Von Zarovich." And then you come to, and you're looking at the painting, and he's just sitting there on top of his horse. It's like a torso of Sergei von Zarovich. And then you come to, Trefor.
Why are you still staring at the painting, kid?
Speak up, buddy. I can't hear you. What?
It's not any of your concern, Gregor.
Kind of seems like it is when you're just staring off into space like that. Do you have a little vision?
Doesn't matter.
If it involves our lives, yes it does.
Did you have a vision, maybe? No, I'm just guessing.
Seemed like you were kind of in a trance there, buddy. Oh,
That's funny, they're
I don't know.
The words Von Zarovich echo in your mind, Trefor. And you can't help yourself but whisper the words. The camera does a close-up of Trefor's face, his lips, and it says, Von Zarovich. And you guys hear a and you guys hear a grinding of rocks as the portrait starts sliding open. No. And there's just this hallway that goes down into darkness.
We seen Link pop out. Hey guys!
And he just walks out the chapel.
Maybe proceed, little guy, since you made that happen.
He's like 2'5", you know, like. It's like, just see you later.
Would you like to lead the way, Trefor?
You guys slowly walk into this tunnel, which is dark and dark.
Percy, can you use your dagger?
You're a fucking guy, too.
You guys are
Yeah, but I shoot
walking down
fireballs.
into the stairs, and you guys get to the point where you guys need a source of light. It's pitch black now.
Alright, I cast.
Callan
Light.
just...
Yeah, just
And
my hands.
are you
light.
using your badass hand? So it's
Yeah.
like this super cool... Describe what it looks like.
It's gonna
Torch.
be a bluish green flame that's just encrusted all across my arm, and it's shooting up. It's kind of like just shooting out of my fingertips, but it's a bluish green flame, and it's just casting this weird light all about.
I break my spear stick in half and just put it on his hand.
And it ignites in this crazy blue
Sure.
color.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so if you look...
If you look.
I lost my mouse.
What?
Yeah, look at the blank page.
Okay.
Special case, that special tranquilizer you take. Never mind.
Horses need to go to sleep.
Okay, so there's like this
That's exactly right.
stairs. Here's the church. Oh my god, this is horrendous. Okay.
Yep.
Nope. Okay. This is why I have this, just in case.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the church. Okay.
Okay.
This is the church.
Okay.
Alright, the portrait was like right here, okay?
Okay.
And it is a series of stairs that
Okay.
leads into dark. Trevor, come on. That leads into darkness. After igniting your guys' swords, or your various swords, your various
Stick in hand.
sources of light is what I was trying to say. The stairs drop into a slide, and you guys all lose your footing, and you guys just all slide. And you guys slide down this crazy long tunnel, and then it just drops you as you
guess
guys fall.
I've got
I'm
feather fall,
burning
so.
myself.
With
I
your,
grab him.
with your raven thing,
No, with my necklace.
Doesn't
Yeah,
work.
No?
your raven necklace. You reach for it, and it shatters in your hands.
Shit.
And you guys all fall 30 feet, so you're gonna go ahead.
Can I try and use my shield to cushion damage?
Nope. You guys take
I'm
11
one of the
damage.
tall tile.
You guys all take 11 damage from that fall. You guys are now in this
Where's my
room,
pencil?
and there's a chest at the very end of the room. This room's probably maybe 60 feet,
Ugh.
and that's the only thing in this room. And it's just this huge
Tips,
wall.
like when I was sliding, since I had that torch, it like probably burnt my hand.
Sure, go ahead and take 4 damage from your fire, from your torch.
Why do you do that?
As you fell, and then and then your torch extinguishes itself because you fell right on your torch.
Can I get another pencil?
Yeah.
I don't know what
Dude,
happened.
here.
Okay. Here.
Okay.
All the pencils.
Oh, pencil.
Okay.
I go and open the chest. Yeah, we go and open the chest.
No, this isn't gonna work.
You're failing!
That one I have is good.
Reach out and touch faith.
Okay, as you guys land, there's just this treasure chest at the other end.
Treasure chest. Treasure chest.
What do you guys do?
I walk up
Blast it.
What'd you say?
Did you say blast it?
The chest?
Yeah.
You blast it, nothing happens.
Go ahead and open it.
Trevor starts walking towards the chest. You guys are all watching him. As you guys hear
Whoa. Trevor, your whip!
the floor just drops. You guys all just crumble down. Like the floor just crumbles in a bunch of series of rocks.
Son of a
as you guys fall into
bitch!
darkness. Ah! You guys fall 50 feet.
Shit.
I'm dead.
You might be.
I finally took in 24
Oh,
days.
damn. I just rolled 3 6s.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're taking a short rest before too long.
25 damage you guys all take.
I'm dead.
Give him a little.
Trevor drops, boom, in his head. He falls really awkwardly, and his head cracks off of on a rock on the way down.
How much
And then
damage?
you guys all land on Trevor at the very bottom of this, and you guys are just in complete darkness in this huge
As
chamber.
How much damage you say we take?
25.
I'm dead.
Calm down.
Trevor, you're dead. What do you guys do?
I'm like, Callan, Percy, light a light.
Trevor,
Trevor!
you cough, just pure blood.
Trevor,
I need a death save.
I've still got my hand full of flame.
we need the potion. Trevor, we're losing him.
No, I get
18.
You succeed.
I pop the potion open. I pop open his mouth and I slam the potion in his throat and start chugging it down his throat. And I'm like, live, goddammit! And then I pop a potion for myself and chug it.
Okay, so how many potions did you just use?
2. I've got
Alright,
5.
Mark them.
I've got 5.
How were you almost dead?
I don't know, dude. You're a barbarian.
That's why I asked.
Alright, so I've got 3 left.
I don't want to use it. That's yeah.
So if it's a greener healing potion, how much hit points do I get back?
1d12. What's your con?
Did I success on my death saving throw?
Yep. You're sitting there, you cough up another thing of blood. Trevor, go ahead and roll another death save for
But
me.
he also popped the potion.
We did.
Oh yeah,
4
that I'll
plus
say
5.
that.
So does that help?
How much healing does he get, Callan?
He gets 5 hit points.
Alright, you're at 5 HP.
Plus his con.
Trevor.
That's 5. Yeah, I rolled
What's
a
your
4.
con?
Which I can't see
Oh,
it.
for
No,
him.
no,
For
we'll
him.
just say that he rolled it for you. So you gain 5 HP.
You're alive.
Barely.
For me... Oh, God. 3 plus 1, 4.
You okay? You okay? Hard man.
Always.
You guys just sort of stand up,
Hurting.
and as the dust settles in complete darkness, as you guys light your various sources, it's cold down here, and there's just a stillness to the air, the cold air down here. You guys ignite your sources, and you guys are in a huge circular room with 4 huge pillars. And you guys look up into just darkness. You guys are probably a mile underground. Launch a firebolt.
Firebolt. Yeah, with the dagger.
Okay, and it hits rocks and explodes. You see that you guys are just in this cavern.
Can we see anything from when that went up before it hit the rock? Went out?
It was just all rock.
Does it get? Do we have a direction on which way we can start moving though?
I immediately get up.
There, as you guys look around, you guys are in this fallen chamber.
Yes.
You look around, and on this far side, there's this huge art portrait. Huge. It goes across like the whole wall. And this wall goes up, and you can tell that it's been like chiseled out of stone. It's like Egyptian kinda. And except it's like carved into the stone, and it's this huge wall.
I look at the portrait.
As you guys walk up to the first part of the portrait, there's a picture of a warrior with long black hair fighting by himself an army. As it continues, you can see that he and a wife are holding hands, and then there's a baby underneath it.
Great.
Moving on,
This is not being fun.
the portrait, you guys can see that the little kid gets bigger and bigger throughout the project, and he's at the top of this castle. And then there's a picture of a church. And then there's a picture of a coffin. And that's the whole portrait. As you guys turn around, facing this way now, it reveals a hallway with pillars. And you guys can see just do you guys walk that way?
Yeah.
As you guys walk that way,
Cautiously.
as you guys continue walking, there's like statues everywhere. Some of them are like broken, like there's just legs standing there. Some of them are in various positions, like one of them's running, one of them's like shooting a bow, and they're all human in statues. All of their, like the one with the bow, his like elbow's broken off, and he's just sort of like sitting there at the statue. And then there's like just a bunch of like boulders and stuff. As you guys keep walking past, you just which ones do you explode? The one with the bow?
Look like people.
Yeah, the ones that are like huge. You guys just see Percy just like blasting them, and they just crumble into rock.
Double tap.
After the third one, Percy, you get this spine-chilling sound of the sound of grinding stone together. It like sends shivers down all of your guys' spines. As you guys turn around, there's just this giant freaking ogre-looking thing just sitting there off in the darkness all the way down the hallway, leaning up against the door. And he's just eating the rock.
Maybe time to boogie.
So there's no other, like, as I'm looking around with my hand, there's no other openings except for that long hallway in front of us with the ogre?
Yep. And he's sitting right on the door.
Shit.
The only exit that you see. You look around, and you guys are just in the bottom of the earth somewhere. Pillars.
I make a comment first.
Wait. Go ahead. I got an idea.
I'll go first because it can still.
The monster is probably about 600 feet down the end of this hallway. And you can see him. He's probably like 20, maybe 25 feet tall. And he's just leaning against this wall and just eating, and hasn't noticed you guys. He's eating statues.
Before we make a plan, if we have to fight this thing, we're pretty hurt from that fall. We should maybe rest up and try and recuperate some of our...
Rest where?
Where we first fell. It's a way away from this damn ogre.
Even if it's rest in the same room as him?
No, go back out. Where's the ogre right now?
Right here at this door.
Where are we at right now?
By the
Right
pillars, dude.
Where did we fall from?
He fell into this room.
Okay, so how far is that where we fell from where the ogre is?
You looked up into complete darkness, remember? All he saw was caverns. You guys are like a mile or so underground.
Okay, then that's not. It doesn't matter. Then fine, we'll just fight it.
There's no escape.
It wasn't
Alright,
us
we
trying
have
to
fight
escape.
it. I got an idea.
I was just trying to.
Alright, I got
recuperate
this.
for hurt.
So I walk up to it, full fucking misty illusions mixed with the mask of many faces. Totally make myself look like Strahd, right?
Okay.
Just fucking boom.
Okay.
And I walk up to the fucking giant ogre eating the stones. And in the best Strahd voice, because I've been just listening to it,
Hail to me.
I'm like, yes, hello, hello, hello. Turns out, me and my little band have been turned around, and I need to exit. Stand down, dear ogre, or you'll be obliterated.
You are the one person not allowed out. I protect the bane of Strahd. Be gone, devil.
As I'm like, oh!
And he stands up.
I instantly take off the illusion.
And
I'm
he's like 20 feet tall. He's this ginormous cyclops.
Yeah.
And he's
As he
holding
says
these
that.
huge boulders in both of his, and he just puts down this statue.
As he says that, I'm like, oh! And I just go, phew. And I just release it. I'm like, oh! I thought you worked for Strahd. Turns out we're here to take him down and kill him. Release the land from all of the worries and
This
woes.
giant, you guys just see
Like,
Percy just talking, and he's just like, roll a dexterity check for me as you just try to dodge out of the way as the thing just brings down the hammer on you.
As he's bringing down the hammer, I'm gonna cast or shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at his eye.
No, wait. 17. 17.
Percy, you barely dodge out of the way. You guys just see him smash
And he does.
on
And I'm
this
like,
giant thing. Percy rolls out of the way.
You've proved yourself to be formidable. We are not Strahd, and we are against him. You know, as I say this, shit, I'm trying to think what we have that would prove that.
He picks up this boulder and sees you guys. You guys start chasing down here. I'm assuming.
I Captain America, my shield right at his eye.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna try and going down. I'm gonna.
You guys see Dragar just toss his shield. You're like 80 feet away from him right now.
I thought he said he couldn't see us if we were farther.
So it's just me up there hanging out with him.
Yeah,
right?
you
Okay.
ran up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm totally taking off the straw thing. He smashed it down.
Yeah, he tried smashing you.
Right.
We're gonna see how these guys
What
react.
do you want to do?
You guys are like 60 to 80 feet away from him on the other side of this hallway. And you
I'm
guys
gonna-
just see him smash. Percy dodges out of the way and like lands, and he like slides back, and he's like, ah! You can see he's still there, sitting just talking.
I'm
to
gonna
this man.
cancel the firebolt now thinking about it after hearing what he just said. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and run up to where Percy's at. I'm gonna try and pull him away from this thing.
And
I'm invisible now.
And I'm gonna
Okay,
like
you
dodge
guys
and
just
duck
see,
between pillars.
you guys just see Callan just get down in this sprinting stance, and he just takes off, and he just immediately pops into invisibility.
And I just try and dodge between the pillars.
You
to
guys
get
just
closer
see,
to
you guys
Percy.
just see Dragar just like run, and he like jumps and just tosses his shield. Percy, what do you, Trevor, what do you do?
Pull out both my swords. Let's go.
Trevor pulls out both of his swords and just dashes into this.
And I just like, I'm like, everyone just remain calm. And as I
Alright,
say
I didn't
this,
throw my shield yet.
I
said
cast
was
Arms
running.
of Hadar, which I snag all of my friends like by the leg, and I just stop them. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa!
You guys all get
And I
pinned.
turn back to Stone Giant and I'm like, we're here to remove Strahd! Simple misunderstanding, Giant Man!
Percy just ducks, and this huge boulder just explodes against the wall underneath him.
You still not listening? Okay.
And then all of a sudden you do release it. Okay, and this we're gonna put it on the battle map because I just want to be sure. So place your guys' minis real fast. Onto like just this huge cavern.
Yeah, some things we can't talk our way out of, unfortunately.
Well.
Oh God.
I feel like
It's still a pretty sweet idea to kill it.
Yeah, I have an idea too.
Is it gonna be hit it with your sword?
I don't have a sword.
Is it gonna be hit it with your axe?
Right in the eye.
What's that?
My weapon does bleeding damage. You can't see if its eyes bleeding.
You're a fucking rock, man!
What?
What?
Is it not made of rock?
No.
No, it's a
Devil
regular Cyclops.
Oh, it's
He's just
definitely made
eating
of
rocks.
stone.
Oh,
it's
it is?
Oh, it's definitely
He's
made
made
of
of
stone.
stone? Oh shit.
how is the bed moving?
But that's what
It's a bad beard.
No, it's my hair. It's moving.
Okay.
Why ask questions you know the answer to then?
You guys are like
Where are
right here.
Where's the troll?
I'm gonna place them like right here.
Stone troll.
Stone troll. Well, I'm running towards Percy.
He's a stone.
I'm
cyclops.
hiding between one of the pillars, like kind of trying to run closer to get to Percy, but going by pillars because
I'm also
Let me guess
invisible.
your plan.
Oh.
we'll do whatever you want to do.
You, man.
Well, I'm running up to save Percy out of the way because I'm invisible. I was gonna pull him out of the way.
Don't worry about me, man.
You're my brother,
I'm a
though.
ninja.
Well, I still got the devil. Can I use the devil arm while being invisible?
Yeah, you can use whatever you
Well,
want.
shit, then
Well,
I'm
you'll
not-
pop back into visibility
Oh.
because we're taking the
I
entire
already
time.
have plans.
Well, I'm already invisible, so fuck it. I'm gonna stay invisible.
Okay. Okay, Percy. This thing like sort of jumps and like tucks
Can I have a
himself.
reaction?
1 second. Yeah, I'm just setting up the scene.
Sorry.
He like jumps and like tucks himself into this ball. He like launches himself like 50 feet up in the air, and then like does this side flip and just smashes and lands right in front of you guys, and he's just shaking there. Percy, what do? You see this ginormous thing flying over you.
Keep your distance.
Gaseous form.
Me,
Okay.
And as soon as I'm in gaseous form,
Okay,
I want to float up to his head. Get inside his head with my gaseous form, right?
Oh my gosh. So
And
you
then-
just see this this gaseous form and just go around in his head, and you can see him just like batting
And
it
then
away.
I'll let
And-
everyone else go, and then we'll come back to
Yep, and then who's next? Let's see, Callan, what do you do?
I cast Fog Cloud as soon as I'm within 20 feet of that rock troll.
Where do you place it?
Like, right in front of his feet.
There's just mist everywhere. Now none of you guys can see anything.
Son of a bitch!
And you guys all have disadvantage on sight now.
Shit.
And you guys can't see a single thing. And you guys just hear this, this smashing and
Thing that
smashing
doesn't have eyeballs, huh?
and smashing.
No, it does.
Trefor, what do you do?
Guile, ready?
Well, Guile could probably have advantage because of being a wolf, smelling here.
Trevor, you control Trefor, not Guile. It's your turn. Trevor, what does Trefor do?
Totally fucked that up.
Come on, what do you do? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip. Dragar, what do you do?
I try and move myself to the wall to see if I can get any kind of feel for where I'm at, because I ain't just gonna start cutting. I'm gonna hit somebody, so I'm trying to find out.
Dragar starts feeling
I have
up
my sword!
into the fog, and you're just reaching back. We just like cut to Dragar, and he's just like in the darkness of the cloud. Okay,
Well,
Percy,
I'm
back to
moving.
you.
I'm not just standing in
I
one
just yell,
spot.
I'm
moving.
sorry!
Percy, you're in this cloud
This
form,
was so
What
stupid!
you just did is perfect.
and you're like wow,
So
like
I'm in
whispering
gaseous
around.
form.
Yep.
I'm up in his head.
Yep.
He just casted a bunch of fog, right? So as I'm inside his head, I'm gonna pop back into my corporeal self while casting counterspell on the fucking beast's head, like while inside it.
Okay, this is what happens.
And with his fog cloud, suck it into my cloak, and then also burst it throughout the rest of its body. Like have the mist just start bursting all throughout its like stone body. I suck the fog up into the cloak and just fucking shoot it back into it. I don't know.
So you're
What is
gonna,
that? I don't know.
you're gonna go into this dude's body and just...
Yes. Right.
And you just explode?
Essentially, because like I suck in the fog that he just cast into
Don't
my
like
mist.
sacrifice yourself.
No, because like think about it. He's like I like gas form into his ass. He cast the fog cloud. I then like instantly like corporeal back up, but then like mist into my cloak, burst at the same time as I'm like bursting into this bitch and just like throw all the stone all around me.
Okay, and as soon as you do this, there's this just crazy cloud off of Percy as he's just like, his hands are moving so fast, you guys can't even really see what he's doing. And there's just this crazy red light emanating off this Cyclops eye. It just goes, and it just shoots this crazy huge laser beam. And Percy's just barely containing it, and it's like this red energy bouncing into Percy's just holding it off. As you guys see, and Percy's just sitting there like up onto this dude's head, on his head, and he's just like being whipped around by this thing.
Oh.
Dragar, what do you do?
I dodge out of the way of the beam, make sure I see the beam.
Percy's containing it, and he's holding onto it right now.
I
He's
try and throw
locked
my.
with it.
Can I see the eye where it's coming from?
Yep, you
I'm
see the
taking
eye.
my blood redder at full
And he
strength and throwing
turns.
that right at the
And he
blade.
turns, you throw it, roll attack.
I'm going right for the eye. 50, wait.
I don't know what's at!
22!
It turns, and your axe bounces off of this thing's head. The stone, it's all ting, and your axe flies off and hits the wall.
Come on now. Oh, god damn it.
Alright,
I'll
Trefor,
go
what
find
do you
it, I
do?
guess.
You guys just see Dragar just toss his axe, and then this thing just turns, and it just bounces off of his stone skin. Trefor, what do you
High
do?
roll, too. Damn it.
I would rather sacrifice myself.
Just stab the eye, bud. If you have a sword, use your whip and
Remember,
throw
this
it into
thing's
the
like
eye.
20 feet tall.
Use your whip and throw it into the eye.
I run like and jump as high as I can to it and just latch with one of my swords and throw myself up and just right across the eye.
Dang, you guys just see Trefor just ninja, like Naruto run, up this dude's knee, bounces off, stabs one of his swords into his chest. It like just breaks off, and he like his sword slips a little bit, and he slashes towards this thing. It's just sling, and it's just like a series of sparks off of this thing's stone skin. Callan, what do you do?
Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray right at his eye.
You just blast
Right
right
at
where
his eye.
Percy's standing.
Oh shit, no.
You have
not-
-2 to your attack now. Roll.
Fuck!
You just blast and Percy's sitting there holding onto
I
this
thought he
thing's
was
head.
in- I thought
and
he
you
was
just blast
inside
this
of it.
fire.
No, like I burst myself into corporeality. None of my plans worked, so obviously.
Fuck.
He's
Alright.
like, none of your plans worked. You just held onto his hand. I'm like, got it.
I didn't catch that part.
So yeah, Percy's like holding on to this thing's head.
Alright, well I'm gonna cast it right at his eye. Fuck it.
Well, you can if you want to. You're like about to cast this flame. You're like you see Percy. You're like
I'm gonna cast it right at the center of his chest then.
Okay, you launch your fire. You
Right
hit
now.
automatically. It just bursts on this thing's stone skin.
It's made of stone!
You guys hear
nothing
Percy?
else but
You
fire.
guys hear just Percy yell, "It's freaking made of stone!" And this thing's just whipping Percy. It like tries to grab you, Percy. I need a dex check from you.
Alright.
Dexterity.
Like nothing.
DC 12.
I literally.
Natural one.
Natural
I'm
1.
gonna whip
This thing
that-
grabs
I'm gonna
Percy.
throw my whip
Trevor,
out.
shh. This thing grabs Percy, rips him off his hand, slams him into the ground. You take 9 damage, Percy. Percy just bounces off the cave floor and like gets back up. This thing just goes, and just this huge red energy just right at you, Trevor. Dex check. You try to dodge out of the way, and then it goes
I'm on
like,
that thing's chest. Bam.
no, he launched it right at you. Dex check. This thing, Trevor barely tries to dodge out of the way.
Die. I'm dead.
You get blasted by this energy.
I'm dead!
You take 9 damage,
Yeah.
and then it goes like
He's not
this.
even counting his health at all.
It's fine. And then it just goes like this, and now I
When
need
I died.
Dragar and Callan to dex check as this red energy just goes slash across. Trevor, you just drop into stone, and now you're just a statue.
10.
10. Callan.
16.
Okay, Dragar, you jump and your shield, you just pull up your shield instinctively and it just turns to stone as you like drop, and now it's just a stone shield.
Like-
Callan, you just barely dodge this thing. It's just like
One last theory.
up into the wall.
I yell out loud, "I'm gonna look for the door!" And
I got a
then
plan.
You turn around and you see this crazy red door where it's right where you're sitting, and there's just like all these elven like relic runes on this door, and you run up to this door, and that's where you are.
Alright.
I'm the Duke.
That's my last plan here. Cast Arms of Vidar at max level. Summon one
Callan, you're over here by the
giant
door.
shadow fucking arm, right?
You're still on him, right?
No, I got thrown
Oh yeah,
off.
right.
So I got thrown off, so I'm like on the ground, so I'll just like have like a giant black arm just like pick me up, fucking slingshot me right back at it, and I'll land on its head and just snag it, and as I'm like sitting there, I'm gonna cast Remove Curse on his fucking head, and like,
Oh
like
dang.
maybe there's a curse like
Okay,
animating
so
this thing.
you latch onto this thing and it starts
Yeah.
shaking.
And I'm just like,
Do a grapple check against me, see if you can hang on to it as you start casting this spell on this thing's brain. Natural 1!
2!
Oh!
Finish it, dog!
You can
Finish
hear
it!
this thing and you just end this curse. And you just hear this series of blood spurting as you turn around. There's just all this red blood, little bombs going off all around you guys as all of the stone in this entire place turns to flesh. Everything.
No, yeah, you came alive.
Even you. Dude, Trevor,
Back to
you're
yourself.
you're back. You're back to normal.
you were stone back to
because you weren't
flesh.
broken.
Right.
All of the broken statues
good.
were like real people.
Carved.
And
The
it's like
statue
all
would be
flesh
carved.
now. And it just like, there's so much
I would've
blood
made
everywhere
you
as
into a
everything just starts
gargoyle.
gooping.
I'm just like
This
gooping down,
gross
just like-
liquid.
I'm just like covered in ooze again, like, oh.
Yeah.
I grabbed you, I picked you up. You did it, Percy! And I found my axe.
Callan, 1 second. Callan, you're sitting here at the door trying to figure this out as like this red ooze is just slowly like forming like a wave coming slowly towards your feet.
I was like, "Oh
It's
my
just
god!"
this red, gross blood of all this from all these bodies that are just everywhere.
I go up to Callan. I'm all. What?
Trevor, you run away from this giant creature. Trevor runs away, and this thing just smash! I need a dex save. See if you can like
it's still
dodge out of the
alive?
way.
It's still alive?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, I
Oh,
thought I
You
made it
just
like.
broke its curse.
oh shit!
12? Trevor, you like ninja Naruto run out of the way. You like barely dodge a series of strikes as you run over to the door as well. Dragar, what do? This thing's turns right towards you
I
and
yell,
starts
"Keep him distracted!"
charging towards you, Dragar.
I start reading.
I
Is it like
tossed
melting as it's charging him?
No, it's just a stone
Oh, I
statue
just imagine
still.
like we said all turned to flesh, so I imagine his stone turned to flesh and he's kinda like melting down as he's like
No,
coming at
not
it.
him, just all of the statues.
He has stone-like flesh.
So wait, he's
Yeah.
still stoned?
Yeah, oh
so
yeah.
you just
Well,
turned to flesh.
hard
Sorry.
flesh.
I
Yeah,
thought
so-
he just turned to like a flesh monster.
No,
That's what I
he's still
thought.
stone.
Right.
Alright. I find
He's
my
still
other
stone.
axe. I find my other axe on the ground. I'm assuming the blood letter, and I'm gonna try and go for the eye again to try and blind him.
Okay, and as soon
But
as
if he was
Dragar
flesh, that would've been cool.
like just jumps up, and like you guys can see, it's a super slow motion moment as Dragar like swings, and you guys can see just his stone getting lighter and lighter and lighter, into where it's just like light green, fleshy, as Dragar swings and just lobs this thing's head off, clean off, and like the head just like floats and drops to the floor and just explodes.
And I'm just falling.
And Dragar's just like in slow motion falling. He just lands hero style. Hero
Like
pose
this.
style.
Woo! I think that was worth me rolling the 22 and missing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the stone guy turned to flesh, and then
Yeah, I was
that's
like,
why,
yeah,
and then I thought the
that's
axe
cooler.
was gonna like sink into him and then drain the rest of his life force, like pulsing into his axe, and just kind of like melt away into a puddle. That'd be dope.
Well, I mean, we can still say I drained him
We
dry.
can still say this happened.
I drained him dry when I fell in the body, but before he crumbled.
I just didn't think we had a chance in hell, so I was like, I gotta open this door.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going at that
I
point.
go up to
When I
the
roll a
door.
22 and miss, it's like at that point, like,
James, I go up to the door. Is there anything like around it?
You walk up to the door, and you can speak Elvish.
Oh, he can
And-
speak Elvish?
Yes,
Yep.
you can.
Sweet.
So you walk up, and you instantly recognize that it's this Elvish language. And it says, just repeats itself. He is the ancient. He is the land.
Is this a riddle?
That's
Strahd!
That's what it says. Trevor just yells Strahd. And after 5 seconds of silence, nothing happens.
and I was like, wait, read it to me again.
Do you read it again, Trevor?
Yeah.
In Elvish, it reads, is the ancient,
He is the
he is the land. Is what it is
I've heard that
written
before.
in repetitively over and over and over.
And then I just think for a second, I was like, Strahd von Zarovich?
Jackie?
And as soon as he says
Von Zarovich?
Strahd von Zarovich,